Hey there, this is going to be a demo of projects in Dovetail in under 5 minutes. Projects in Dovetail are a core fundamental aspect of your customer intelligence platform. They are designed to be a flexible container that allows you to have customer interviews, usability tests, survey data, CSVs, docs, PDFs, all of the different types of content that you might have for a project, usually for a point in time project. They allow you to analyze deeply, synthesize quickly, and get to insights so that your team can move faster and make better decisions. They are always resurfaceable through search, and you always have traceability back to the raw data that contributed to the insights from that project. You can create a new project by going New, Project. Today, I'm going to use an existing project that is full of data. Now, this is a demo environment. It is supposed to represent a online streaming service called Zotify. So that gives you some context as to what we're looking at today. And in here, I've got a bunch of user interviews just talking about the UX of a new feature that we released. So what I'm looking in front of me now is a bunch of those user interviews. And you can see that each user interview is an individual data object within a project. This is the same for if you had PDFs, a doc, survey responses. You can have different views for this different type of data. If you head up here and click filter, you'll see that there's a bunch of different ways that you can view your data. So for example, with video interviews, I like that really rich interactive imagery, but for survey responses, you might like a table. That way you can see all of the metadata associated. So let's jump into one of these objects and have a look at what it looks like. Now, this was a video interview that was automatically imported into Dovetail because I have previously set up my calendar integration. If you haven't done that, you should definitely do that. It just automates that entire process. Downloading, uploading, manual transcription, everything is automated once you automate your calendar and configure your settings. So this was automatically brought in for me, and Dovetail gets to work immediately by transcribing the video, even suggesting highlights if I have that level of automation turned on. And it will get to work by creating a summary for me of the call, and I can change this based on who I am and how I might like to consume these insights. So you can go by topic, you could go chronologically, you could go summary, and we even have specialist categories like spice, sale, methodology, and usability test, for example. You'll notice that these summaries contain citations, so if there's a part that is of interest or you want to have that traceability loop, you can always click that citation and go directly to the part of the transcript that it's referencing. Now you can see here that we've got a highlight associated to this chunk of text. Highlights are an awesome way in Dovetail to be able to elevate your voice of customer and share verbatim statements with your team that drives empathy with the video behind that statement. They're really easy to share. Click the share button once you've clicked a highlight, and then go ahead and copy that link, drop it into Slack, drop it into Teams, and your team can consume that highlight without ever having to log into Dovetail. The next thing we're going to talk about are tags. Tags are designed to help you categorize your themes and your highlights. You don't have to apply a tag to a highlight, but you absolutely can if you want that added layer of analysis, synthesis, and organization in your project.